read. Hey, lock it. Hey, Haywood. Look at me. Leaf River.
What?
Set up. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Hard. Hey, Delta. Yeah. Say go. Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Look. Squeeze. Bravo. Hey. Get it. Here we go. 18 Gator. Leo. Yo. Go. Set. 70 Indy. Hey, team 6. Now. Come on, set. 60 Outlaw. Recon, 132 Fighter. 5. Rocket. Yep, 5. Go set. 60 Orr. X3. 218 Chopper. Move. Hey, dude. Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 6-6 Bullet High. Hey, Charlie. Go. Down. 10 Tucson. Blue draw corkers. Hey, zoom. Go. Go.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't the king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the road. I guess the road is my home and there's so many miracles.
Go. 50 plant. Hey. High 7.
They show me love my
Look at me. Ready?
Like you know what I'm about. I'm not this no taste. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than they. Everyone draws. I'm not a guard. Go hop with a squad. I'm playing my part. Like them LeBron.
Ready. 90 Wolf. Hey, Wahoo.
I just want all of the dudes to do well. Not worry about taking it.
Yeah. Hit it.
Sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together. Leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart.
Ready. Protein spill. Hey, Echo.
Walk inside the top.
Hey. Leaf River.
Hand on my heart. No, I give it all I got. Water walk to the top. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a
Let's go. 18 Gator. Go.
GPS never lost.
Yo. Say go.
Vision on 2020. VVS clarity. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they taking notice.
Set, ready? 30 base. 61 Matchbox lights. Hey, Alpha. Now. Get it.
Laser focus. Banging on they taking notice.
Set up. 8 Reed. Hey, Orbit. Yep. Cut out. Let's go now. 15 line. Hey, exit. Hey, now. Here we go. 10 Lobo. Hey, box shot. Go. 5.
And I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Ha ha,
Go on.
Hey, Delta! Look at me! Zip! Set! 60 outlaw! Chopper! Let's go! Ready? 60 or! Bravo! Yeah! Ready, ready! Down! 60 Pittsburgh! Hey, team 6! Team 6! Hey, 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 hey! Hit it!
It's in the game.
Weapon! Buzz! Buzz! Gone! Gone! Yo, yo, yo! Go! Leaf River! Leaf River!
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle showed.
Ready up.
This so
Two-jet
perennial.
bomber.
Do this for
Two-jet
my
bomber.
millennials. I
Go.
be murdering any flow.
Alert,
I just
alert.
had to let you know.
Now! Say go!
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle showed. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just
Go.
had to let you know.
10-2 stop!
Give me that
Hey,
work and I
Charlie.
can sell it. I put it
Yep.
on the line like
Get
I
it.
ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest.
On the set,
Tupac
Bristol,
in the
Travis.
prison, man,
Hey,
claiming his
do.
innocence. Commonly, I'm the greatest
Fair,
rapper in the
fair.
sense. But
Hey.
any come and see, I'm
But
so
I-
guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff it with, I don't pretend. When the
Come on.
OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best to soak it in.
Ready,
I'm a
ready.
prophet to them scholars,
50,
got
plant,
the chakras
pilot,
open.
64,
Gotta
weak.
fix it up, they oculus, now
Hey,
they
hey.
truly focused
High
in.
7.
I'm seeing
Go.
2020
Now.
visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is
Recon,
James Bond,
132
I stay
fighter.
on the
Hey,
mission. Coming for the
wahoo.
top position, ain't no competition, man.
Go.
Pull up in the top,
Fight.
is missing. The opposition ain't on that lane switching. This is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe
go.
like your belly
X3.
show. This
218,
over
chop.
radio, do this
Hey,
for my
echo.
millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you
Look at
know.
me! Zip! Shoot!
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. This over radio, do this for my millennials.
Send mig. Send mig.
I be murdering any flow. I just had
Say
to
ready?
let you know.
90 Wolf! Go! Go! Yes! Yes! Say hut! Set up! 18 Gator! 6-6 bullet high! Hey, Alpha! Hey, 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 hey! Let's go! Go now! 30 base! Blue draw Corker! Hey, Orbit! Yo, 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 go! Ready, ready! Here we go, here we go! Protein spill! 8 read! Hey, exit! Now! Hit it! Set! 15 lining. 15 line.
Oh,
Hey,
oh.
box drop, box drop!
Vad god koll.
You're out. Yep. Lead grip. Lead grip. Come on, set. 10 logo. Hey, Haywood. Hey, let's go. Set. 18 Gator. Get it. Matchbox lights. Bravo.
Not only a pick, but I'm pretty sure it's my own. When you drop new players off, I would aviate or something.
Go. Head up.
Yeah, what's the music?
Ready? 70. Indy.
Any,
Hey, team 6.
any more?
Six. Hey, Sam.
Any more? Any more?
Look at me. Now.
Ui, eu lupa apenas la fumée, oui.
Down.
I'll go la
The
fumée.
outlaw. General West. 5.
Oh, eu sujet bien, au propre, au mal, c'est bien, c'est bon. Il est sous aussi.
Here we go. 60 or. Topper. Smoke. Hey. Shoot. On the double. 80 weapons. Hey, Charlie. Yo, go. Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Zoo. Now. Let's go. Break. Two-jet bomber. Hey. High 7.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital in FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. Push your leg. Push your leg.
A first carry now for Thompson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 40's the line. Squeeze. Shot.
Second down, Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check. Line out. Good route there. Gun. Hot.
Cousins now from the 50. It's complete to Diggs. That one good for 26 and a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Jahan, what are you? Leave it, 48. It's our time. Mike 20. German. Rose. Hey, Wahoo. Gun.
A first down throw for Cousins. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, echo. Hey, Mike 20. I'm coming. Gun.
Throwing, Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Montez Sweat in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
36. Gun. Go.
3rd and long for Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down, it's Thompson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Haskins will throw. And he finds McLaurin. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. On the carry, Thompson. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D.
From the 38, Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Tress Way now. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Cousins going deep for Diggs. He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Alpha. Gun.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 45 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead grows to 10-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, 71 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Hopkins with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Throwing is Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, this is Thompson. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 28. Third and 2, now Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will knot us up at 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Listen to me. Gun.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Line out. Hey, we're good, we're good. Hey, exit. Gun.
To throw is Cousins. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 37. Cousins now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. He's checking, he's first. Gun.
Again, it's Cousins. can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Gun.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. A first down there on a pickup of 25. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Gun.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He gets this one to Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Hey, Delta. Gun. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Quaker Omaha. Big stop, let's go. Check that.
They'll run with Cook. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, you got three, three down. Hey, team six.
Now Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
First. No. Five. Gun.
Cousins now. It's caught by Treadwell. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Gun.
On third down, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter three, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They run with Thompson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. From midfield now, Haskins. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Rush in.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
My 40. All day, just like that. Check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's ready to go.
Throwing on third and long. Haskins. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Mike 20. I'm coming for you. You mine. Hey, 382, list 50. Hey, Charlie. Through. Gun.
Following the interception, Cousins. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. On third down, Thompson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter and the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
You can't block me. Check safety, check safety. Mike 20, Mike 20.
Gun.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Watch the screen. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Hey, flip him. Gun.
Cousins from the gun on third. He completes it to Treadwell. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Laquan Treadwell, 27 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, Thompson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Fourth down, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's what I do. Check. Two.
Hey, flipper. Gun.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Let's get it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey,
Hey, Zoo.
watch the boot.
Gun.
Cousins to throw it. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Cousins. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Still down very big on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Hey, Mike.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing here, Cousins. And Diggs has it. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Line out. Hey, Alpha.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Gun. Hot.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. 23 yards on the play.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Hey, orbit.
There go Mike 20.
First.
Tackles. Check 9.
Gun.
Motion.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
There go Mike 20. Mike through. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Slam. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Deuce. Switch.
Gun.
Double up.
To throw, Cousins. This is caught. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Gun.
Mike 20. Watch the curl.
They'll run for it with Cook, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and that will extend this big lead.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a give right side. It's Thompson. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. From midfield now on 2nd down. Haskins, he's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jeremy Sprinkle, 50 yards. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Gun.
Cousins here to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Hey, let's get there. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Hey, Steamer.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Shift.
Gun.
Use you. It comes to me, it's me.
Gun.
Mike 20, Mike 20. Keep it up, defense.
Gun.
Guys.
Wait, done.
Cousins now from the 50. Left side caught by Diggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Hey, no, easy.
There we go, Mike 20.
Hey, Haywood.
Rip left.
Rhino. Gun.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter.